getting better at this. Every day I'm getting better. All right. So, all right, you guys, what's up? I think it's working. It's working good enough. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. I'm in my bathroom today, cleaning up some things, and I realized a lot of times you guys are asking me questions about what products to use on the lace wigs, and I always seem to be forgetting because I don't have them all in one location. So today, first, I'm going to introduce myself because that's completely rude. Say good morning. And if you are here for your first time, please let me know what city you're from, um, what area you're repping, and if it's your first time, say hello so I can go do this live. I'm not going to be on here really long. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Shemika. I'm the founder of Caffeine and More Hair Care. I help provide lace wigs, a four-step lace wig system for individuals who wear lace wigs, and I also customized wigs for individuals who are suffering from hair loss. Drecka, did I say your name right? Drecka. Good morning, Drecka. Good morning, Evelyn. Drecka, you're from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, Tony. How are you? Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, look at y'all. You're North Carolina folks in the building this morning. So y'all up and early like me. All right, what's up? All right, so make sure you share. Hey, Kelly. Good morning. Make sure you share this live for anybody folks that needs the information as well. I just have my whole pile of products, and it's not going to be everything, but I'm going to explain a couple of things about styling products when it comes to lace wigs. But it's funny, transparency moment, right? So I'm going through this live, right? And they have filters. And I was about to put a filter, y'all, on this live. But then I realized that's like, it didn't feel right. It's like me being fake. Do y'all use filters? Let me know if y'all use filters in the comments. I love a good filter. Although it does not, you know, you get used to it a little bit. So you were like, yo, you don't really look like that in person. But I felt like in the morning, y'all need to see the raw, real Shemika. Ain't no fake, filtered, all glammed up Shemika. It's completely random, but I saw a little notification that you can add a filter to the video, to the live. So don't mind me, y'all. All right. I'm going to take these products. Drinking not all the time. All right. Yeah. I don't use them all the time, but I think they're very addictive. I don't know how to use the filters. So Tony, like on Facebook, it's like this, like electricity sign with a plus with an X. And then you can add the filters. If you're going on Instagram, I forget what it looks like on Instagram, but Instagram and Snapchat, and they got the best filters. I'm not on Snapchat. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? Yeah, I'm not a Snapchat fan. No filters ever. Stay away. Stay away from the filters. Stay away from the filters. They are not bad. They're so addictive. Linda, good morning, Linda. Yeah, so how's everybody morning doing? I'm going to go in here real quick and share with you guys some of the products. But not only share with y'all the products that I use. Good morning, Janice. How are you? Not only just the products we use. Good morning, Linda. So if you're just joining us, I'm going to go over the products that I use on my lace wigs. But most importantly, just not the products, but the steps in which you use them. Because I feel like sometimes people don't tell us that. And I'm very inquisitive as a consumer. So when I'm looking at how things are being done, style and stuff like that, it's also understanding what products to use and when to use the products, and to not like combine them all together. And then you got your hair as a greasy behind mess with no body, no flow or anything like that. Don't be looking at my wig today, y'all, because I just woke up and joined y'all live, brushed my teeth, washed my face, and did that good stuff. And then we'll chat with y'all and then go on by my business. So we're going to go into these products, and I'm going to show you some of the products that I use, some of the products, and these are not my staple have to have products. I'm not married to any of them. I'm not here to like sell them or anything like that, or, you know, get a compensation for it. I'm just sharing with you guys what some of the stuff that I can get from the beauty supply store that I can use on my wigs to help them look more natural. And some of the products you can use on your own hair as well. All right. So let's get into it real quick on some of the products that I have used on the lace wigs. I know that's a big question a lot of times you guys ask me, and I'm going to go through some of them. All right, so the first thing first I'm going to go through is probably going to be the curl defining products. All right, so a lot of times people are like, okay, what do I put on my curly wigs? These are not my staples. Like I said, I'm not married to any of these. I kind of just try, sample different ones, and I'll try them over and over again, see if I like them. Some of them work well. Some of them I forget that they don't work, and I just continue to use them until the bottle runs out. Ghetto like that. And then some products, they do work well, and I buy them over and over again. It just depends. But I'll tell you if I have it here. But there are going to be products that I might not have that I might have used and I stopped using them. Well, not stopped. I just haven't bought any new ones, right? So I'm trying to not be a hoarder. I'm not sure how many product junkies we have in this live right now. If you're a product junkie, hashtag product junkie. If you don't know what a product junkie is, ask a product junkie. So, if you're a product junkie, hashtag product junkie. If you're watching on replay, hashtag replay. What's up? I'll answer your questions. If y'all have any questions while we're going to live, just drop them in the comment section. But I used to be a product junkie. And product junkie basically means that you're buying a whole bunch of products all the time. And you use them, or you might not use them, you try them, you just always buying hair products. So that's a product junkie. So one of the ones that I use for the curly products, wigs, Evelyn product junkie. See, listen, my mom is a huge product junkie. She got like huge cabinets in her bathroom. She got a big bathroom that allows her to put a crap load of products in her bathroom. It's crazy. So one of the products I use for the curly wigs is Cantu. Like I said, I'm not married to any of these. I just use them. See, Evelyn and Tanya, product junkie, right? I use this. I used to use this back in my own natural hair before my hair loss got worse. Yeah. So I used to use this on my own natural hair back in the day. You're talking 15 years ago. So it's still okay. I still tried and true. It doesn't make my curls crunchy, but it does define them. And what happened was, if you know any people who have hair brands, y'all need a travel size curling product. So like this one, when I was on vacation, I bought the little one because I didn't have anything. I couldn't use any of the stuff that I normally use because the bottle was too big, and I forgot you can pour it into a smaller bottle to get through TSA. Yeah, I use this. I don't use it all the time, but it's just something that's easy, tried and true. It's basically everywhere, so you just kind of use it. It's light. It's not heavy to hold. It doesn't give you a crunchy feel. The key with any of these curling products, you want to make sure you saturate your hair with water and then put the product on. And then you also want to make sure you're getting the root all the way to the tip and then combing it out. Like, if you don't do those steps, your curls is not going to look the same like some of these other like really nice and luscious curls. So 2 tips when you're doing the curly products is to go from the root to the tip. Make sure you're adding water from the root to the tip, and you're applying the product from the root to the tip. All right. So I'm also here on YouTube. So if you have any questions on YouTube, you guys, I didn't forget about y'all. We're on Facebook and we're also on YouTube. I'm dual streaming. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. But Evelyn said that they're okay. Another product that I've used is, I can't really say yet, but it's a product that I'm getting formulated. So I'm thinking about bringing it out into the market. So I haven't fully done it yet. But this is a curling product that is out that I've been sampling for the past year because the formula I do like. But it has a consistency, a little bit of the, what is this? Who's this? Cantu as well. Another product that I use, when I tell you I try everything, look. I've tried waves and shortcuts only because of the consistency of it. I tried on my son's hair. Like I told y'all, I'll sample basically anything and see if I like it. But that's the only curling products I got in my cabinet right now, which means that this is what I'll be using when I go out. Another product that I'll use is the Nairobi Wrap Shine Foam Lotion. This does not give you any sort of like hard hold. So, because you know there's different levels to the mousses, right? So there's some mousses that are really light. There's some mousses that will make your hair really hard and crunchy, and there are some mousses that will be in the middle, right? So for me, um, this one is not crunchy at all. It's more like a light hold. So if you was to use this on your own natural hair for like a wet set or something like that, you can use this as well. So if you're looking for a wave that's not crunchy, it's not going to be extra shiny, it's going to be your natural sheen of your hair, I'll use this. But I also use this for baby hairs, and we're going to come back around to that when it comes to the baby hairs. Now with the baby hairs, for example, I'll use the Nairobi, and then I'll use a gel that I like. Now I've heard really great things about Shiso Balm, that big one. It's like, it looks like that purple one, but I think it's pink. I heard good things about using that with a mousse. So I use this mousse. So normally when I tell you guys that I combine a gel along with the mousse to make it a little bit heavier, to make it get the hold, then that's what I'll do. Once again, I have a gel that I've been formulating, so I really don't use everything that's right here out in the market, but I have heard good things about that. So I do have one for Shiso Balm, but it's not the one that I've been hearing great things about, but this one's the Balm Goo. So I've used this a little bit. It's a little bit sticky, so I really don't put it on my curly wigs, but this is gel. So I've used this as well. So I use this combined with this for baby hairs. I use it a little bit with the wig. So if I have a heavy gel, I'll put the gel in my hands. I'll spray some water in my hand as well, and then I'll work it all through so it's not extra hit heavy and extra sticky. Now going back to products. So for example, we're going to talk about after you've washed your hair and blow dried it out. Say for example, now you're not doing curly hair. Now you're doing flat iron, right? You flat iron it, you're curling it, or whatever, those sort of styles. You always want to start with a clean wig that has no products in it. So if you were on my live last week, I said that some of my hair looked kind of shiny and heavy, like over here, compared to over here, because I had left a little bit of conditioner in my hair on the wig when I had let it air dry. I normally leave some conditioner in the hair. It's easier to do it if it's curly hair because it's curly, so it doesn't have to be as light and fluffy as like straight hair is. But normally I like to use a leave-in conditioner on my wigs. And I don't have the leave-in conditioner here because once again, it's a product I've been using for the past year for my own personal product line. So normally after I wash it, you're gonna wash it, you're gonna put a leave-in conditioner, a nice light leave-in conditioner. Do I have any in there? I don't think I brought any. As well. And then after that, you're gonna let that air dry. We're not gonna go into shampoos and conditioners, leave-ins right now. We're gonna go on styling products. The styling products is what it seems like people always ask. The key to when you're doing that is not put a lot of product on your hair after it's been washed and clean, or if you're dealing with a new wig. The goal is to make sure it's light and it's fluffy and it moves a lot, right? So this has product on it. So if I wanted to get rid of some of this product, I would actually wash it with a clarifying shampoo to make it a little bit lighter. Now it's not a lot on here, like it's not greasy or anything like that, but you can tell how it has some product on it. Now, once you start with a clean wig, right, you're gonna use a couple products. You can use a serum, which is more like a oily consistency. I'm telling you, I'll be up there sampling different products to come out with. So you got a serum. This is a serum that I have used. This one's okay. This one's by Mazzani. It's all right. But any of these serums, this is a heat protect serum. So you're gonna have the serums, which the ones you're gonna put in your hands. Some people don't like to do that because at the same time it gets their hands greasy. So the serums you're gonna use, but you're gonna use it light and sparingly. You're not gonna use it real extra heavy because it can add a really big buildup on your hair. So although they're okay to use, you're going to be using them light and sparingly. So what the serum does, it makes your hair shiny. Also, some of them can protect your hair. So like this one, for example, protects your hair from the heat to stop further damage. And then it also adds a lot of shine to your hair. Now, it does not add hold, right? So we're going to go into that in a second, but first we're going to go to finishing what we're going to use for heat protector. I've used this because I've heard people talk about it a lot, which is the IC Fantasia hair polisher. So once again, it's a hair polisher, because some of the serums can be called hair polishers. They don't call theirs hair polisher. No, they call it a serum. But some product lines, they call it whatever names. But basically, you're just going to listen to the consistency of it, right? This one is a heat protector. So this helps protect from heat. Also adds shine as well. And this one is pretty good. So, for example, this one's a lot lighter than this one. And depending on how your personality is, some people don't like to put stuff in their hands. So sometimes they will do this, use this product so they can just spray it, comb it through, and then flat iron it. Now, these products don't add moisture. That's not really the goal of those products. So a lot of times, you know, people will go heavy on this because they're thinking that it's going to make their hair shiny, it's moisturizing their hair, but not necessarily. Now, let me see if this one says it. Let me see. It says nourishing, shea butter, strengthening. But it's not like a hair oil. It don't say. It says apply dime size to towel dried hair, roller set, blow dry, hot curl, heat and style. Yeah, as long as you don't use a lot of it, but don't say nothing about moisturizing. So if you want, normally you can do a little bit of a hair oil first and then do this second, but not a lot of neither one of them. So if you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the comment section so I can answer them as well. The last thing I'm going to go over, which is wax sticks and edge controls. Oh wait, I also have a finishing product. Now this one's old, y'all. This is by Remy. There's a couple good wax sticks out there. It's a matter of trying them and sampling them out, right? So this one is one of the ones I normally use. So what I'll use is this one. Let me throw this in the trash. Hold on. I'll normally use this one along with a hairspray or a spritz. This isn't a particular brand. These are just products, like I said, I've been messing around with for the past year. So a lot of products I use for myself, but you use any sort of light hold spritz. So I'll use the wax stick and then I'll use a little bit of the spritz. So a lot of times when you're seeing like you have the flyaways up here, right? You don't see that much over here because I've already added the product and it's already been sitting. I haven't even done anything since last week on this wig. So what you'll normally do is you would hit those areas normally up here, right? I'm not gonna really I can do a little bit up here on each side. And normally I'll touch this wherever I see the flyaways. So if you see a little bit of flyaways on the edges right here, because of how the wigs are ventilated, right? You're taking a whole piece of hair and you're ventilating to the knot. And what happens is you gotta have a 1 or 2 inch release from that knot. So that's why you see some of the flyaways. The goal is not to have them huge, but you are going to have some sort of root where you'll see the short piece. So normally what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of the wax stick along with a hit of spritz, right? And then you flat iron it out. So that's how a lot of times when you're seeing people get like those really good like holds, like they're really good basically foundations on your wigs, they're using a combination of products. So most of the time they can start with the mousse, right? They start with the mousse first. If you want to add a little bit of water, you can, but this mousse has water in it, so you just use the mousse straight. So you're going to start with the mousse, spray it down. That's going to help with the mold. Now, the thing to keep in mind when you're doing the mousses, like say for example, you was putting this wig on. It might look good now, but sometimes it's big, right? It's big, it's like humps in it and stuff like that, so you're trying to flatten it out. When you're doing that, you can't just put the mousse right here and be combing it down, because all this under here is dry. So when you're doing it, you're going to hit all these pieces in here of the wig. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So you're going to hit the mousse right here, and then you're going to comb it down. You're going to hit the mousse down here. You're going to comb it down. You're going to hit the mousse right here, comb it down, and eventually your foundation is flatter. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section if that makes sense. So these are little things that people don't tell you. Then you be like, oh, that makes sense, right? Only thing you're trying to get is that good foundation look, but there's little steps to this, right? These little things that some people don't pay attention to, right? That will help with your lace wig install. So you're gonna add mousse down here, down here, down here, or down here, and then set it. So if you want to do that before you put the wig on, you can. You can do it after. It's completely up to you. Most of the time, I like to do some of that, if not all of it, before the install, but majority of it, right? Okay, yeah, Janice, makes sense, right? And then you're going to hit it with a hot comb. And maybe I'll do that on my next week's live. I could probably do that on next week's live. So basically, you would do those same steps, and then you're going to take your, I have whatchamacallit, I can show y'all, give y'all a mock example, right? So you would have your mousse in there, your mousse in here. Now it's set, but it might not. It could be dry because you let it air dry. You might have put it on a mannequin head. And then you're going to take this same, those same areas, right? And you'll take your straightening comb. You're not going to straighten comb just this top part. You're going to go in, all those areas you put the mousse in to flatten it out. Now you're going to touch each piece at a time. So you'll touch that piece, right? That piece will now be straight and flat. You're going to go into another small piece like this. And then you're going to hit it with the straightening comb, right? And then you're going to go do another piece and hit it with the straightening comb. And then you would do your top last piece. Now in between you using the mousse, you got that, right? Right notes? The mousse, the hair wax. Mind you, not a ton of hair wax, y'all, because you don't want your wig heavy. And then your heat protector. You can use a little bit of a holding product, right? So this is like a spritz. This is a light hold spritz. So all can be different. The spritz or the hairspray, mind you, not a lot, y'all. Between those three products, it's going to get you your mold. It's going to get you this hard foundation, which is actually soft. So in order for it to be soft, right, you're not going to use a lot of each of these products. Only products you probably can go heavy on is probably the mousse. Well, Nairobi. Let me take this back. Nairobi. I don't know every single product line. And even they have a couple product lines. They got a different sort of type of mousses. So not everybody's going to have the same mousse, okay? So if you're getting a light or medium hold mousse, now you get a long hold or a strong hold mousse, but just know if you're doing that, it's going to be like a hard, kind of like if you have the short haircuts, and a lot of times you have the short haircuts and they got that short foundation, they need a hard hold. Sometimes they don't want a really soft hold because they want those short curls to last a little bit longer than, a day. So the mousse first, comb that down, foundation. Then the hair wax is only going to be at the root. It's not going to be at the tip. It's going to get through a lot of those flyaways. And normally I'll hit it with a heat protector, which is this one. All right. And then after that, I'm going to use a hot comb. And then you're going to bring all of those pieces in. And that's basically how you get your foundation of a smooth finish, your smooth edges and things like that. Like, mind you, I didn't do no baby hairs, nothing on this wig since last week. Like, this is from last week. This week, it's been a whole week. I ain't do nothing to it. I don't even think I curled. I think I curled it twice this week. This hair. Not even twice. Maybe once. I'm around here looking a mess, y'all. So, what else I have in here? Edge control. I don't use edge control on my wigs. Not really necessary. If you have natural hair, you're doing a closure wig, you can use some edge control on your natural edges right here before you put your wig down. So if I was to have a closure wig on, right? So the closure wigs are normally 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, depends. Which means 5 inches wide, 5 inches deep, 6 inches wide, 6 inches deep, and it goes up to 7. So if you understand, a closure piece is only right here. It doesn't cover your edges right here, right? So if it doesn't cover your edges, a lot of times your little bit of baby hair, your edges are out. So those are the times where I'll use an edge control. And I ain't gonna hold y'all again. I don't have a brand because everything I use, majority of the time, is products that I use for myself. I'm trying to think of some brands that I know people talk about. There was an edge control challenge. If you look up online, if you look up online, look up Edge Control Challenge. This is a couple years ago, not long ago, but I remember a couple brands that people were all talking about, and I don't remember their names, but you might want to try them, see if you like them. But it was an Edge Control Challenge where the girl was on a video, she was doing her edges, she was putting edge control, and then she was rubbing it. It's called the Edge Rub Challenge or the Rub Challenge. I don't know if anybody remember that. I used to see their ads all the time. I don't see them anymore. But yeah, you can try those. But once again, product I might be coming out with. I use this. I actually use this with a little bit of gel. I don't know if anybody else does that. So if I'm putting on a wig, I'll use a little bit of this along with a little bit of gel, and I'll push my edges back, and that'll last me all day. And this is just another one that I've been using. But once again, this is all products that I may be launching in the next year or two, whatever. So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section as well, so that I can better assist you if I can. If anybody else, please share the information, share the knowledge with everybody so we can all be out here getting our lace wig lives together. So you guys have any questions for me? I'm new to wearing wigs. This is helping me understand better now, get a better look. Okay, good. Because I was trying. I know sometimes, it's not just the products, right? So as a person who's not a stylist, which I'm not, a lot of times I'm basically practicing or looking at what people do or taking things in and experimenting on different things and stuff like that. So what happens is it'd be those little steps that we don't even realize that people are doing that's making this wig work. You know what I mean? The fact that you're using a mousse on top of, steps of the mousse, like stuff like that. People don't know. People just want to slather that stuff right on their head and they be like, oh, my part good. No, boo, you want to put some mousse in between here, get rid of that hump. And then when you go into here, kind of pluck some of those little pieces out so you get more defined part. So we ain't going to talk about the parts yet. We're going to talk about that another day. But those are little things that can help you get a better lace wig install so that it looks more natural and things like that. And also talk about getting haircuts. A lot of times we're putting these wigs on, and it looks better when it's cut in style to frame your face or to give you a different look. So like even a little cut like what I did up in here, to me, changed the look of the wig. So it's not as flat, it's not as wiggy, kind of looks like how my own natural hair used to look. Even this hair length was how my hair used to look. So for me, just having that feathered look in the front, to me, changes the wig a lot. So some people might say, okay, I like it all long, like down here. My natural hair, my bang would never be this long. My back hair would be long, but not, the hair in the front. So hopefully that makes sense as well. So if y'all don't have any questions for me, I'm going to be logging off, get my son to his baseball game. Hopefully everybody is doing well. If y'all want, y'all let me know what y'all doing this weekend. And I'll be back here again on next Saturday morning as well. Y'all got any questions for me? I think I might have to come to South Carolina, North Carolina for my lace wig masterclass. If y'all haven't filled out the form for the masterclass, make sure y'all fill it out. It's in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, make sure y'all join the Facebook group. I've been doing these lives in the fan page. I'm going to start bringing them over to the other page as well. So let me know. Let me know. So I don't see any questions. I'm going to be logging off. Have a wonderful day. You too, Linda. And I'll be talking to everybody soon. Yes, I'm in Charlotte. Charlotte, yeah. I'm going to check because I've seen a couple of North Carolinas. That's why I put the questionnaire around here. I want to see where everybody's at, who's interested, and that's where I'm going to go. Go where you're celebrated. All right, you guys. I'm going to check y'all all out later. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend. And I will talk to y'all next Saturday. I'll be up here on the live next Saturday, and I'll drop in the Facebook group what we're going to talk about. But more than likely, it's going to be about hair lengths and about some different style of wigs. So hopefully this information was helpful and valuable. If so, make sure you feel free to share it with your friends. And if you're watching on replay, #replay, boo. I'll talk to you guys later. And you're welcome, you guys. You're welcome, everyone. All right, peace.